don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And that's complete to Cooks. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
20.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, it's just me and you. Hey, kill. It's just me and you. Switch. You draw Parker. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. We're scoreless after 1. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
Back 20. Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Goff now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, third and long. On play action, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
24 is the mic. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Left to right.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing on second and 14. Rivers, he'll get this to Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
4 down, 4 down. Kill. DC.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Line 20. 65.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. Line 20. We got 4. We got 4.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never
try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Goff. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the fourth quarter and going for it on fourth down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
180! Round 80! Go!
Rivers on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Wait, 89! Check, check, watch it before. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Goff. And no, it's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Outside, 390, 380. Alpha. Let's get that home. General West. Mike 54. 300.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.